Hello and welcome everyone to this Forex live Forex forecast. Welcome everyone to this Forex forecast live with fundamental analysis. There was no live for YouTube members on my YouTube channel today, so that is the reason why we have with only members who can comment so far on the video. I want to most of them cater to them firstly. And then you guys can watch. It's all free, don't worry. But if you want to comment, you have to be a YouTube member today. So the reason why I do that is because I am absolutely exhausted. So if I'm slow, my brain is slow. I'm sorry. If I cry, I'm sorry. If I'm angry, I'm sorry. Just the disclaimer there. Whatever I'm going to say today is only for education purposes, not financial advice. Whatever I say is only my personal opinion. So take it heartily and make your own choices when it comes to your Forex trading. I'm not responsible for your trading. You are, but I'm more responsible for your, what can I say, education. So that is why I'm here right now. So if you are here today, I'm very much welcome. Let's go through some data reports to prepare us for this next week. First of all, what is important today? Today, there's a German election. And who's going to win? As far as I have seen, it depends, but most of them will generate some kind of bullishness on the euro. It just depends who is going to win and how much bullishness we're going to create today. Alright, so that is kind of the first thing. The second thing I want to mention here today is, yes, we had Fed last week. Yes, they have give us now a timeline, which is minimally what we hoped for. We're now going to taper in mid 2022. How is that going to affect dollar? Well, dollar was strong. Another fundamental last week was Evergrande. Evergrande was still not. Well, what happened there was, I don't know. They weren't able to pay their thing again. The end of their bonds. So sorry, by the end, I'm not sure they were actually able to pay for that loan, but for this installment. But I guess they borrowed some money somewhere else. Anyways. And then over the weekend or last week, we had the China People's Party made cryptocurrency illegal. Whoever that was, or the central bank that made cryptocurrency transactions illegal. Okay, that is not positive for Bitcoin. But as I said in the weekly Forex forecast, that is in the description today. In the pinned comment today, Bitcoin is going to rise again. It has been, I don't know how many news throughout the years. It's like 3 major news where they're out of China, where they have tried to crack down on Bitcoin, and they're like, well, Bitcoin made a higher high, so hey, I don't think it's that bad anyways. Another thing that we need to look out for is there is some important information this week, okay? There is some PMIs, there is some CPIs, there's CPI out of Europe, there's CPI out of America, and there's GDP out of America. So those are important risk events on Thursday and Friday, and also some PMIs. There's also some durable goods tomorrow out of America. Durable goods is actually a good indicator for future economic performance. So if you are like, well, how's this gonna go? Well, okay, I think we will then take it there and take it from there. Sorry, but if it's positive, better than expected, then at least in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, cool. We're actually gonna get more development into the future, more positive development to the future. Because what is happening right now on the dollar, and some of the reason for why dollar is strong as it seems, there's Evergrande, the Chinese company that is about to go bankrupt. The other one is that there's some risks when it comes to the development of the economic performance, that we don't have the sky high inflation anymore, and we have like some subdued economic performance. Like, it's not subdued, it's like it's a bit less than super hot. So that is interesting to continue to follow for this upcoming week. As you see on my screen, I'm just letting you read in between the lines as I'm talking. So that's kind of the most important here. Norwegian kroner came out, Norwegian Central Bank on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever that day was, came out and raised their interest rate to 0.25%. And they, or the news, or whoever it was, says that they are expecting Norwegian kroner to continue to be strong. Okay, so there is that. What is the next view out here is that was basically Mr. That was the Swedish bank. The next one is Danske Bank, and I'm only going to read you the top line. The top line here is the past week have not provided much clarity around the situation of Evergrande. Then you can read the rest. Fed took relatively hawkish stance since its September meeting. I wouldn't call it hawkish. Okay. It's turning hawkish, but it's not yet hawkish, kind of a thing. So from me at the moment, what is really happening here is, okay, the next thing is, among the central banks, Norwegian Bank delivered a long-awaited first hike and hawkish shift to rate path, while the Swedish Riksbank maintained its rates path. And then that is more about those ones. And then Bank of England was hawkishly, as 2 members voted to lower the asset purchases. Market are now pricing in its first 15 basis point hike already in March 2022. And what is that? That is bullish for pound. No matter what, that is bullish for pound. Now the question becomes, when is it gonna come? How is it gonna come? That is the question. And then when it comes out for, as you can see here, if you're wondering like what moves the market, what has been moving the market during the week, developments in the Evergrande case. Tuesday it was the ECB annual forum. Thursday it was China official and PMI and some Riksbank minutes. And then there's some Euro area flash, some PCE, and some ISM manufacturing service, ISM services. No, ISM manufacturing, sorry. And private consumption. But this week, we're also going to have consumer confidence and business confidence out of America, and I think that's also Friday. So that could actually move the market. Not necessarily amazingly, but it pushes the market in a direction that is not like, well, it's not very strong, but when it happens, it does do that. So what has happened throughout this week is basically things that we need to update our biases on, so that we still have, some, what can you say? We still have some general knowledge of how the economic performance is. So as we go through the week, we have building permits out of America, which was stronger than expected. Okay, so what do we know about the housing starts? Housing starts and building permits are mostly very lagging in an economy. So when you are looking at housing starts, people have gone, when you go through a project and they're building like commercial building or house building, whatever it is, it's normally takes some time from you have said go until you pull the plug, and then from that start of your portfolio, then is when you're gonna stop creating new projects. You still have to fulfill your current project, and that is about 1 to 2 to 3 years depending on projects, so that when we have like a shift in the economy where everything crashes, housing market is mostly very lagging. Okay, that is important to know about the housing market, generally speaking. The other one was the Fed interest rate. Yes, there was a rate path there for some tapering path for next year, and a bit more subdued. It was like, well, we don't have the employment data yet. Our inflation target has been hit, but we still need to see more development on the employment. So NFP in October is going to be super duper important. Okay, so the next thing for last week is this Bank of England thing, which we mentioned earlier, and then there was some Swiss central banking meeting as well. And then coming into these manufacturing PMIs, it's supposed to be above 50. That's good. Above 50 shows expansion. But they're also, I would say, quite below expectation. They're also red. So that is not necessarily what I would like to see. But if you see PMIs out of Australia, it is 57. Previously it was 52. So I would say that, that's great. That's actually good. Good for Australia. That's, some good positivity there. And then trade export, trade balance, important to look at. And as we can see here, we have increased in imports and decrease in export out of New Zealand. So that's maybe why New Zealand went so low on Friday, because that's really bad news for a exporting country. Okay, business climate out of Europe was still hot, but not that hot. Okay, great. So coming into this week, we have German election, okay, and also in Japan apparently. We have the U.S. debt ceiling, okay. Is that going to get Is that going to get increased? And then we need to look at the CPIs. So as ING, they are looking bullishly on dollar for next week, and one monthly target is 93, and we're currently at 93.37. So okay, I guess. Then they are thinking it can even go up to 93.60 for this week. Okay. For euro, mildly bearish. Target is 1700, 117. We are around that price anyways. They're neutral on yen, which is actually quite interesting. I would be bearish on yen, but that's me. But okay, anyways. And then we have Bank of England and pound, mildly bearish, but I would say that's mildly bullish because we are below price, but okay. So that's kind of how they're thinking. That's kind of around the same area of where we are at the moment. Not very strong currents on that report. And then if you look into the COT report, this is crude, just taking profit. Gold, again, bearish on the gold, still for the hedge funds. So if you're looking to buy gold, well, first of all, you need to convince these people to start buying. Second of all, you need to have technical analysis with you, and currently you don't have it. More sells on silver, so those are really getting whipped around. But what I find very interesting, there is longs coming in on Aussie. There is now, for the first time in a very, very long time, people who believe that Aussie is having a brighter future. And also, when it comes to RBA, they also said that whatever current downturn we have at the moment is not based on concrete, but it's based upon that currently they are in lockdown, and at some point we are going to get out of it. Okay, so if you look into Norway, by the way, I would say that's pretty fantastic, that over the weekend they opened up. They have tossed out the requirement to social distance 1 meter. they have tossed out the rule of hotel requirement when you're coming from abroad. They have tossed out the rule of face mask and that all the rules of that, you can't be selling alcohol past whatever day or whatever it is. So it was pretty, and now you can hug apparently. So it was pretty wild this weekend in Norway. So now Norway is putting up interest rates. They are now taking away COVID measurements. So it is pretty interesting, by the way. It's pretty interesting as to not necessarily the first country. I don't know if it's first country, but I think it's interesting that Norway has come so far that they can now release some of the pressure. The question becomes: is this going to make Norwegian kroner stronger? I would believe so. So if any hot tips from a Norwegian, there is that path of buying kroner. That means selling dollar USD NOK or Euro NOK or Pound NOK into the coming months. We have not. We have priced in the increased interest rate, by the way, on USD NOK. We have priced in that one, but we have not priced in the fact that we opened up. That is going to spur more economic growth in Norway. We all love economic growth, so maybe Norwegian kroner will get stronger. Who knows? But then this one will fall. Okay, so let's go into some currencies and some stock markets. First of all, how do you know when it's bullish? We know it's bullish when, we know a market is bullish when it has made its higher high. Okay, so that is kind of, the next thing that, is important. Then the other thing is, okay, what do we do now? Do you look for buys? Do you look for sells? Do you look for more higher highs and higher lows? I will believe so. So if you are now here, I believe that you're able to now comment. I have now taken off the members only chat if you wanted to say something. So hello everyone, how are you? So what I would then want to say is I'm bullish. I would continue to buy. I'm not scared by this fall. I think this is healthy. I think this is good. It could probably fall more than 5%, but that's what the market gave us so far. And now we are back to higher highs and higher lows. Great. That's what we can do then. When it comes into yens, I already have a buy. Let me take away some of my drawings here. I already have a buy at around 80.17, I think it is, maybe? Something-ish. And then for this week, I just hope that we can get some more bullishness and continue higher highs. The thing is, right now, what I'm saying is there can be a divergence, and there is a divergence here, okay? Between yen and dollar. They might not now be like, okay, we are going to go the same path, because at the moment they're doing economically very differently. So that's why I'm looking to buy at around 79.97. What is that, you mean? That is currently support, and if that is something that the market will give you, I will take it. If we now go higher high from here, well, I will then take the higher high, come back, and say, hey, I will take that pullback. That sounds like a great place. But I would still just mostly be willing to buy down here. Well, I am able, well, here we are, I guess. That was not the one that was supposed to do it on, but okay, that was a different one. I just want to say something to you people. You know, we're family, right? We are. I want to be a Rob with you, and I want to be with you. So yesterday I made a weekly forecast. It has been seen by, I don't know, 268 views at least on it. And all the other indicators on that video is very, very low. And I passed out after making that video. I passed out before making that video because I was so exhausted and I could barely. I feel like I did a very good performance. Well, regarding, and I'm like right now. I'm like, should I? Was it really that bad? By the way, if you're wondering, it was one of the worst video. Like it has one of the worst performances of my videos for a very long time. Like the worst. And I mean, out of 20 videos, it's like bottom. And I'm like, should I stop making it? And because if it's that bad, I will not bother you guys anymore with it. You know, I'm not disappointed on your, because it's 100% me, 100% how I can perform and how I deliver the videos, how I make them. So when so little people are interested in it, I almost died for that video. And I passed out afterwards. So, you know. Yeah, I don't know, people. You guys, not many people saw it. Not many people saw it for long. Not me. Like, only JJ and Bird commented on it. There was also some dislikes. Okay, I understand. Great. Just overall engagement, whatever. I'm on a rant now. I know. I'm exhausted. Tomorrow I will be happy. But I'm like, people, should we just... Is it really that bad? I'm not going to compare myself to others. I'm going to compare myself to what has happened in my YouTube channel. But I guess it is one of those days. And I showed a video, or I sent a video on the Discord channel today. Where, what was it? Where it was a fisherman in a very bad sea, you know, with the song of if you're having a bad day and you're struggling to stand up, and there's also the fighter in you. You never give up, right? Even though you're rock bottom. And it's not really the cause of me wanting to grow. I just want you guys to see it and be happy and be the first one. But if I'm not, then I have no problem of sleeping out and do something else the next day. And I definitely will be happy to talk to people that wants to talk to me as well. Yeah, you didn't comment on it, investors. I don't know if you saw it. Hello, Sanjay. Yeah, and if you guys don't like it, or if you just have time, like, you can just click, and not very many people click the bell even. So, you know, if you just click the bell, whatever, just don't even look at it. Just put it out there if you feel like, okay. But I'm not gonna... Nah. I think it's just for me a realization that it's not something most people want. So, there we are. Of my audience. Because it was mostly my audience who saw it. But it was only 260. And because the reason why is, people, I'm used to 1,000 views and above. And breaking people, more and more people coming, more like growing for each week. And then this week was like, boom. Only 200. Throughout 24 hours. And that's like, okay. Because that's a very clear message. Okay? That's that. You even saw my sunk is. And less so, it's based upon 24 hours, it's not necessarily Saturday. But then we trade waves, if you're looking at our YouTube channel, we trade waves, and Elias posts around 5 p.m. European time, 4 p.m. UK time. And they in the end up with 10,000 views. I'm not, if you want to compare it, but it's generally for my own channel that, you know, we're going from 1,000 to 200, and what happened in between is kind of the question. But hey, I forgot to put in those great entries I had last week that I have over 180 pips in profit from my trades on Thursday and Friday. I forgot to say that, but yeah, I I literally, yeah. Anyways, here we are. Here we are. There's a lot of things I can do, Meta. There's a lot I can do because, yeah, there is a lot I can do. One is to change the format. The other one is to change what I say, how I say it, where I say it. The other one is to add way more, what do you call it? Way more effects to it. And the other one is to change the thumbnail, the intro, the outro, all the things. There's a lot of things to move when you only have 200 views. But yeah. Yes, Metha. Sometimes search does not show your videos. Yeah. That is because people have not has kind of stopped clicking on the videos, so it falls down very fast. And then the more engagement it gets, the further up it goes, kind of a thing. Thank you, investor. Thank you. Yeah, so that is just because my ranking on YouTube has gone down, Metha. That's why you can't see it anymore. And I'm trying to understand where we're going, what are we doing. Well, we can always just do the same thing, but if you do the same thing, you never get and expect different results. You know, that's all. Maybe I should just do a gold weekly forecast only, just for the fun of it. Yeah, I know. We can go into gold. I just died right now. I'm sorry for being... Well, I'm, first of all, mentally, physically exhausted. I have not done anything else than resting today, and I feel like my brain is off at the moment. But okay, I will try to go back to trading again. Okay? And then... yeah. The simple analysis in a trend is that this at this level, this level here and this one here, this can be bullish as long as this is holding. Now this is broken, now we're bearish. We are still has not broken that one. We go a new lower low. Then this becomes okay. We are still broken. We haven't gone above it. We go a new lower low and we pass it that again. We still have bearishness here. So that is what we're doing here. This is still holding gold in a bearish trend. Okay? More and more of the hedge fund managers are selling gold. Okay? More and more selling gold. It doesn't seem that the government seems to be very interested in buying gold. So there is more and more sell pressure. This is also being seen through this technical analysis. Right now we have a pretty bad spot for gold, and I wouldn't at this point recommend anyone. I wouldn't trade it. I would hate to trade this market right now. First of all, we have a potential range. Second of all, we don't have a clear cut here. This is like what I don't know. So I feel here we can go all the way back up to 1770 before falling, or whatever the price should be, 1750, whatever it is, before we fall. So I want us to break that low, come back before we go lower again, down to 1670. People want signals. People want to see people succeeding. I just forgot that I had a successful week last week, that's all. I probably should have said that in the beginning. This was a successful week. Boom. Welcome to Weekly Forex Forecast. It was a successful week. Boom. So I will look at Swissy meta. Or look at Swissy. So for gold, my deep analysis is traders are selling it. In this current market, it seems that most of them have ended up in the matrix selling gold, but buying commodities, buying oil. And also now we're coming into October and we're going to be buying the stock market again. So I think it's just money flow, and what you are trying to do right now on gold, you're trying to force your little brother that doesn't want to, and you're trying to give him candy he doesn't want to do whatever you want him to do. And it's a very I wouldn't call it I'm tired today. I wouldn't call it mature, but I would call it pretty blind to not see the signals, to not see what the market is telling you, just hoping and praying it will go higher again, or I believe it's going to go higher again today because this and this and this. That is not the case at the moment. You're going to believe that gold is going to go higher when it does go higher and has higher lows, and that is when you're believing it's going to go higher. But right now it doesn't go higher, so we can't look for bullish setups. We can, but there is none at the moment. Okay. So LUM, if you want some real trades, I said on Thursday, I am buying yen pairs. It seems like they have turned around. I bought Aussie yen. JPY pairs has turned around. I'm looking for buy setups. I set the prices the day before. You guys have access to my pivot points, and up 190 currently. I bought Euro Yen. I bought Aussie yen. That's an entry. That's a live trade. That's a order. That is it. Pound yen? No, one of them is New Zealand yen. One entry, one pending. Pound yen, as far as I remember, there is no entries. It's just pending at the moment, and it is pending at daily levels of Friday, which is going back to this point here, which was around 150.72 and 150.34. Those are around the same levels of this week's buy entries. I don't know. What do you want me to do, bro? Eh? Okay. I can show you the losses on it, if there is losses on it, but so far it's only profits. And it's 190 pips at least on Friday. So I don't think it's anything gonna happen over the weekend, so there you go. I should have put in a lot of booms. Yeah, I should have probably done that again. But I was exhausted. I passed out after that, Adriana. So, when do you think the bottom of gold will increase? When do you think the bottom of gold will increase of sell-off below 1670? I don't think I just, for now it's targeted 1650 and then 1670, and then we shall see. We shall see what happens. You look tired, bro. Take a break. I'm here showing up for you guys, and this is me showing persistence. Never let yourself down. Yesterday I showed I'm never let you down. I will push through. I will make a video no matter how bad I feel. Today the same thing. I'm pulling through no matter how I feel. But yeah, I'm trying to give you guys persistent value, whatever you call it, consistent value, never giving up. Coming week is Q3 end. Normally dollar hawkish. I'm not so sure. If Q3 has been dollar bullish and people are taking profit for Q4, that will mean dollar bigger bearishness. Live trading on YouTube. I think it's just different reasons for why I don't think you guys. Well, I have just come to conclusions. You guys can track me over time. You know, there is accountability of tracking me over time, of how things is going. I am trying to improve my accountability. But I have problems of showing my P&Ls. I don't think that is your business. That is my business, because it has. What do you call it? Like if I have if I have 1 grand in profit at the moment, or if I have 100 grand, or if I have 100,000. Does it matter? I have profits 190 pips, no matter how my account size is. It doesn't. It's pips that matters. If you have $100 in your account and you have 1,000 in profit, that's ridiculous. But you know, I feel that's private. That's my opinion there. But count the pips that I do, then I will show you basically the same thing. Just you can add. Oh, by the way, if you want to know my my lot sizes, I've told you my lot sizes. So you can track how much I do. I normally do 0.1. So there you go, 0.1. Whenever I have orders in, you know how much that is. Okay, cool. And then you can do the math. But then then I've used the rule, so you can start calculate. But if you really want to know it. But live trading, I am live in the evenings because that is when you're supposed to be at the charts. When I'm live at 19:30 GMT plus 2, that is actually me setting you up for success for the next day. It is more than that, bro. It was more than that. I only slept 2 hours before the safari, but it's not only that. It's been a long week. How was it? It was amazing. Costed me $130 for the day, including entries and car and stuff. But that was okay. It's $100 for the whole car for 7 people, and then plus entry. And it was amazing. So see you this week, Lam. See you this week. Count. I will be very transparent with you. Count how much do I make. And by the way, I don't have time to make other videos at the moment. I'm struggling with the ones that I have at the moment, so I'm really lacking. So unless you can just see a video that was on Saturday, I just film, not much boom or not much editing, then yeah, I can make a video. But it takes a lot of time to edit, by the way. I don't have anyone else to edit for me. How can you trade live trading? Like I set my orders a week ahead and you can't get a clue to be on the chart for 27. The other thing is, when I put my orders in, it can be triggered in 3 hours from now on. And I'm not there at the charts. Sorry. But sure. I'll try. I do that every single live, Metha. Psychological trading advices, I do that every single live, I feel like I do. Just an idea of what you asked, what can be done to improve your viewership, not instead in your P&L or lot size personally. Okay, I will write it down somewhere. I don't have a note at the moment. But okay. Somebody needs to be Somebody needs to be spoon-fed. I know that. If I say that I normally put my orders in on SP 500, beginning of October at M2, M central pivot if it's above, central pivot, M2 and M1, that's not too difficult to do. Is it? Hello, Gamer. Sad says, you look sick. Are you okay? No, I'm not well. I'm absolutely flat out exhausted. I'm sorry. And I'm barely alive and probably will pass out after this because this is taking a big toll. But my point is, it's been a very little sleep this week and today's just accumulation of that. And I am here. I'm trying to be here with you guys. I'm just trying to be here and not let you guys down. You know, we are family. We stand up for each other and we, you know. No matter how you feel, still do it. This is where the levels I have currently entries at. Orders at. And this is where I have my... No, I don't have that low. I have stop losses around this level. Currently targeting previous higher high. Around 153. So we shall see how this week goes. My worry is that if we end September high, that could potentially set up a bearish setup on Friday for shorts on October. So I am going to binge the yen pairs mostly. That's what I would like to do. Still have, I think do I have an entry on New Zealand yen? I think I got an entry on New Zealand yen as well, at the bottom there. So, you know, that's all great. I have entries on New Zealand yen, Aussie yen, Euro yen, Euro yen. Okay. So, my entry is at 56. So I have an entry probably around here, give or take. So I'm just waiting for that one to go higher. What is a risk here? The risk here is Evergrande and China and slower economic growth. So yeah, so you know, Euro yen 129.20. I have entries at 128.70, 128.86. Just waiting for a lower low. No, sorry, higher low here. It can also come down here. That would be a pretty far fall down here. That's kind of my plan B area, I would say, more than anything else. And then higher. Okay. Aussie. Dollar strong on Friday, which basically just messes up this buy setup. That's why I yesterday said that there are only sell setups here so far on dollar, on these dollar pairs, where dollar is on the other side of the equation. There's Aussie, Euro, Pound, New Zealand pairs. And I've seen that Danske Bank wants it to go to that Euro USD will go to 115 or 113, give or take, longer term. So if you are going to do this, I would probably put a sell setup here at 72.82, 72.86, give or take. Stop loss above previous high, targeted around 71.90. Bada boom, boom, done. That's all. Same thing on Euro. Currently, I've seen a lot of charts on Instagram say that if we do that, that has not happened yet, bro. So we just have to wait for that one to show. If you're selling 1800, you still need to have that reversal there. And then that is a risk for you if you're selling 1800. But you don't have any lower lows at the moment on Euro, and I definitely can see the potential reversal on Euro at around 117. Just have that in mind. If there's anything you want to do for me today, if there's anything you can do for me today, go and watch the weekly Forex forecast that is pinned in the comment section. See it through the end. If you don't feel like seeing it, just have it on your screen, somewhere in the background, and let it go into the end. The ones that I have not done is use this Swissy. Use this Swissy is currently in a range. That's the sell setup, that's the buy setup, and it has not gotten out of that range. if you can see dollar bearishness, I think that would be great for this one to fall. But yeah, there we are. Dollar bearishness. But it's a guessing game of where it will break out. So just, you know, have patience here. Put out your targets at the previous high or the previous low. And yeah, that was just me without pivot points whatsoever. And where's the pivot points? Oh yeah, booyah. Target for this week is that low. Cool. So, you know, just wait for it to happen. Hello, Beidel. Hello, Odeke. Odek. I have 2 L's. Uses Visi is not following dollar bearishness, bullishness. That's what you have to look for, dollar bearishness, for that one to fall as well. Which pairs do you want me to cover? Odeke, you have been with me for so long. Like, please, put your two halves of your brain together. US 30 is normally requested for. I would say that you should probably look for bullishness here now, and maybe you can get a 34, 43, 7. I will be live for London Open tomorrow. I don't know if I will be well then, because exhaustion is, you know, takes rest. It is currently 9:20, but I will be there for you guys. This is me showing my commitment to you, that I hope that you show the same commitment to me, as in we are in it together. I call it family, and you don't let down a family. Yeah, go to bed. Yeah. As if. Unit just wait for it. It has not gone anywhere for September, so just wait for it. Just wait for it. Oil. Higher high, higher low. 72.50 up to 76. Probably people will be angry at me for saying it's going to 100, but that's what it is. EJ, please. EJ is currently strong. There is an election today in Germany, Deutschland. Angela Merkel has been the counselor for 15 years. She is now resigning. And what, like, I don't know who, like, if the green wins, I think it was, that's going to create like neutrality in euro. If somebody else's win, it will create euro bullishness or something. So either way, you still need to look for buys at around 129.20 and 128.80. The worst part, or the other part that I can then say is, well, you can also look at 4-hour 21. The 4-hour 21 is currently this red one, I think it is. I have to double check that with myself. Nay, not you. You. 4-hour 21. There is a green one. There's a red one. Okay, so this 4-hour 21 is still just here, so that is around that buy entry. But maybe if it comes down tomorrow, maybe it will jump off only 29.40, like this previous low here. So that's that. Hello, Babu. CAD shorts. Oh. Yeah, wait. So here we have 17,000 long contracts gone from CAD. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, okay. If you're wondering about statistics for the weekly forecast this week, is that this is where it's supposed to be. It's normally up in this upper range and above that. And by now it should be around 700-800 views. But it's only at 273. So that's a clear mark that people don't like my videos. So I will make some thoughts about it. That's all. If you're wondering how things looks like. Only 16% from notifications. Okay, let's do some analysis then. If you Google weekly Forex forecast, you get this one at least. But not me at all. Yeah, okay. I'm not there yet. I'm not there at all. Okay. Well. So, target on Euro Yen. 130.75, I would say. Will you do a video of NFP? Yes, I will be on NFP, yes. Yes, JJ, and I love you. You were one of the 2 people, you and Bert, that commented on that video. Thank you. And I've now changed. I can now see you. You are visible. There you are, JJ. You're welcome. Oh. Still bullish on Euro Aussie, but it came all the way down here. Okay. That is actually a buy entry there. Pound Aussie. Range now. So below 3 here. Well, it went a bit higher again, but I still don't like it. Still hasn't gone above 188.20 area. So it's still threatening lower sides. I'm not angry, JJ. I just said I love that. I just said I love your comment, bro. And I clicked love on your comment, bro. What do you mean? Oh, that's the wrong. See, JJ, thanks. See, you got a heart from me, bro. See, you got a heart. You got a like, and you got a heart. Oh, my face. Yeah. I'm exhausted. Yes, I'm exhausted. But I'm here with you guys so that I make sure that you guys are set up for success for the week. That's why I'm here. No matter how sick or how exhausted I am. Probably could have fallen off the chair if I wanted to, but yeah. It's way more than that, bro. I slept at 2 or 3 or 4 a.m. for the past week and wake up at 8 or 9 a.m. So it is... Yeah, and that tipped me over. I agree. I agree that that tipped me over. USD CAD for me looks more for the downside at the moment. Yeah. So what I said to you guys on Thursday, whoever was there on the live on Thursday, that's where you were supposed to be. Oh, wasn't the live on Thursday? Whatever that day was. I was live one day, Thursday I think it was, and I said you're going to sell this price and that price, and you should be in profit. So that's kind of the same sell price for this week as well. I think we're going to have a lower low and then continue lower for this week. That's where it seems like the only dollar pair you can actually short a dollar on. But yeah, it's just one go. It's just one, bro. It's just here. But we are back down again. So, and those took profit. So the next COT for next week is going to be different. I'm sorry, JJ, that I'm not happy, that I'm not sad, but no, that I'm not laughing, that I'm not making fun of you guys. I'm sorry for that. But I'm just trying to show commitment to you guys, so that you guys don't fail. You guys know that what I think for this next week. You guys have set your orders in. You guys are ready to trade. You guys are ready to take the prices, go to battlefield. You know. No matter what Jesus went through, he still showed up for his people. So oil. Yeah. Correlation to USD CAD has gone down, Josh, but I would definitely look for some bullishness on oil. I have done oil already, so I can do it very fast. It's currently in an uptrend, pullback, uptrend. So 72.50 up to 76.50, give or take, I would say. The fact that we hit target for the week on Friday seems like an overstretch, so I definitely won't be willing to be buying before it comes at least down to that level there. Stop loss below previous low, maybe try to buy 71.40. That is kind of the two prices I'm thinking about for next week. Yeah. But yeah, it's also in the weekly forecast, and oil is normally towards the end of it. And the weekly forecast link is supposed to be up there. I don't know if it works. It just takes me to YouTube, the YouTube studio. That's interesting. But okay, I guess. Still just takes me to the creator studio for some absolutely crazy reasons. But yeah, here they are. But I did change Forex Outlook to Forex Forecast to Forex Outlook. Maybe that has changed. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Buzz. Alright, people. I will probably go and cry. Yeah, I went away from that, but I can probably go back on that then, I guess. But searchability is only so much. Like, you know, clickability is probably the other one. So okay, we'll go through that and see what I can do about it. But I do. Well, doesn't it have that? Like in the thumbnail? I thought the thumbnail had it. It says gold, euro, oil, Bitcoin, which is like the three most important what people mostly search for or look for. So, you know, I guess it is what it is. I don't know if it has come up yet though, but sometimes it does. Nope. Okay, so here it says week forecast, oil forecast, Aussie. So that's a whole totally different, because normally it's supposed to be gold. Gold is normally the one that people mostly look for. Okay. So I'm taking off different things now apparently. Maybe I didn't. But the other thing was for last week, I had a very good retention in the beginning, which I was very thankful for. But that's all. So maybe I should do that then. But you know, it's all about things. Well, it's 9 left to 4,500, I think it is. Yeah, 4,500. So it's 500 left, 509 to 5,000. I will definitely watch the forecast as well. Please know your time, expertise, and efforts are always appreciated. Have a great week. Hopefully. Okay, people, I will take a dive, maybe cry something, and then that normally helps. But see what tomorrow brings. I think I will be live for the London Open tomorrow to see how what has happened, and maybe do some live trading, show my trades live, and then I guess that's what people wanted. So yeah. Okay, people, have a great day. So, the thing that I wanted, you know, there was the thing that you know, maybe deep down, maybe, you know, I want to produce good videos for you that you want to see. So that's all. Yeah. Okay, have a great day. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I will make better videos.